Okay, first and foremost, when you call Allah Yahweh by Hashem and all praise to the Most High God, the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We are the Sakari sect of the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in and week out, which is the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, who they are. And the prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon, the Great, aka America, also known as Sodom, Egypt, also Assyria, in the Holy Bible. Today we're going to go into the Sabbath according to the law, right? Because it's been a major misconception, amongst blacks, Latins, and Native Americans in the truth about when the actual Sabbath day is. When we come into this truth, the first thing that a lot of brothers are taught, that is Friday to Saturday Sabbath, which is continual, right? Well, the thing about it is that doesn't match up with the Bible. I understand that it's convenient for a lot of brothers because, 9 times out of 10, if you got a gig, you got a job, the 2 days that you're gonna get off, is probably like a Saturday or a Sunday. So, the Friday conveniently being Friday to Saturday over and over again, that's just convenient for you, know what I'm saying? And, if that's what you want to recognize as the Sabbath, that's one thing. But for you to actually sit up and run around and preach and tell people that that's the actual Sabbath of the Most High God, that's a farce, that's a lie, and you need to repent. It doesn't match up with the scriptures, So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it, bring this out for edification for the nation, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Let's get Genesis 1 and 14. Read to 18.
Book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14.
Read.
And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven.
So this is talking about the luminaries, right? Lights in the firmament, and lights in the who?
Lights in the firmament of the heavens.
Lights in the firmaments of the heavens. This is talking about the sky, right? Read.
To divide the day from the night.
To divide the day from the night. What do we utilize so that we know when it's day and when it's night? The sun and the moon, right? Read.
And let them be signs.
Uh-huh.
And for seasons.
Signs for what? Seasons? And what else?
And for days.
And for days.
And years.
And years, right? So, that means that the Most High has given us the sun and the moon for specific reasons, right? To let us know what? Seasons, what else?
And for days.
Seasons, days, and what else?
And years.
Seasons, days, and years. Now, even people that don't even read the Bible know this. If you go into science or whatnot, right? Astrologers, astrology, and all that type of stuff, they let you know that the sun measures the year, right? The sun measures the year. The year is solar, but the month is lunar, okay? People in antiquity knew this, which we're going to get into a little bit later. I got a couple of documents I can bring out about the ancient Babylonians and also the ancient Egyptians, that also used to follow a lunar-based calendar because they had that knowledge, The people of the ancients had the knowledge, of the ancient times that is very contrary to what we're doing now in modern-day society, right? And we all do know that when it comes down to Egypt, we had Joseph in Egypt, breaking people off, teaching them the knowledge. And then we also had, who was that about? Daniel in Babylon, breaking Nebuchadnezzar off. He had to come get the Israelite, to define the deep things and the deep dark sayings, and interpret his dreams, right? We had that wisdom because we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. So go all the way to 18. That was all the way to 18.
Verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And let them be for lights.
And let them be for lights. Read.
in the firmament of the heaven.
In the firmament of the heaven. 2 lights. Read.
To give light upon the earth.
To give light upon the earth. Read.
And it was so.
And it was so. Go ahead.
16. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day.
The greater light to rule the day. That's the sun. Read.
And the lesser light to rule the night.
That's the moon. Read.
He made the stars also.
He made the stars also. Those are also lights in the heavens, right? Read.
And God set them in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth.
Right.
Verse 18.
Bring it up.
And to rule over the day.
And to rule over the day.
And over the night. And to divide the light from the darkness.
And to divide the light from the darkness. Read.
And God saw that it was good.
Okay, drop that. So, like I said, the Most High is giving us the sun and the moon, not to only just let us know when it's night or when it's day. You know what I'm saying? It's also, you know what I'm saying, the moon is indicative of the word, you get the word month from moon. You know? So Moses, Adam, you know, and all those people, you know what I'm saying, who come from that line that lived back in those times, they didn't have a calendar that they was running around saying, oh, July, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What were they doing? They were tracking the moon. You understand? We're going to bring out a little bit later how the Gregorian and the Julian calendar that people use today, it doesn't use the moon. What does it use? It uses the sun, which doesn't make any type of logical sense because the Bible never told you to track the sun, you know what I'm saying, to determine what day it was. The sun doesn't determine the month. So how in the hell are we going to use the sun or a sun worship-based calendar to determine a lunar Sabbath, which is the only Sabbath of the Bible? Right?
That's right.
Let's get Psalms 104 and 19. Stick it together. Salakia, bear with us 1 second. Getting right back to it. Go ahead, bring it out.
104:19.
Yeah, 104:19.
Psalms 104 verse 19. He appointed the moon for seasons.
He appointed the moon for seasons, right? Read.
The sun knoweth his going down.
The sun knoweth his going down, right? That's it on that? So the point is, the moon tells you the seasons. You understand? The moon, not the sun. Okay? The sun is only there to measure the year and also to tell you when it's the morning time. That's it. That's what the Most High gave it to you. Okay? The greater light to rule the day. That's what your sun is for. You cannot calculate any type of month or calendation going off of the sun, man. That's not what the ancient Israelites did. So that's not what the hell we should be doing today. Okay? We got to go back to the times of the ancients. Okay? And follow these laws, statutes, and commandments as the Bible says. Not what pastor said. Hell, not what some of you camps say. Because y'all just is stuck in that Friday, Saturday nonsense. You know, and basically it's just real lazy. Because like, if you just look into the scriptures, you can actually see that it doesn't add up. You know? So if something don't add up with the scriptures, that means you trusting in man. Whoever trusts, and if you trust in this man, what do you do the Most High? You curse him. You know? Psalms 138 and 1 through 6.
Psalms 148, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye Yahweh, read.
Praise ye Yahweh
Uh-huh.
from the heavens. Praise him in the heights.
Uh-huh.
Praise ye him, all his angels.
Uh-huh.
Praise ye him, all his hosts.
This is going into all the creations, right? Read.
Praise ye him, sun and moon.
Praise ye sun and moon, read.
Praise all ye stars of light.
Uh-huh. The luminaries, right? The luminaries of the heavens. Read.
Praise him, ye heavens of heavens,
Uh-huh.
and ye waters that be above the heavens.
What verse you at?
4.
Keep going.
Let them praise the name of Yahweh,
Uh-huh.
for he commanded and they were created.
For he commanded that they were created. They were commanded to do specific things, right? Read.
Verse 6. He have also established them
He
forever.
established them forever. So whatever they were commanded to do, that was established forever. So, prime example. If I create a snowblower to blow off snow, I can't then use a lawnmower, you know what I'm saying, to get rid of the snow, man. It don't work that way. That's not what the snowblower was created for, so you can understand. Vice versa. I can't create a lawnmower to mow your grass and then say, oh, you know what, well, forget that. We're gonna use the snowblower now. You know, this is the same thing y'all are doing with the sun and the moon, man. The sun was not commanded, you know what I'm saying, or put here to tell you the months or the season, man. So you can't use it to determine those factors or those things. You know? It's just asinine and it's just real lazy. You know, Jake love to be lazy and simple. You know, whatever convenient for him, that's what he want to do. And like I said, you know, I'm not knocking no brothers who recognize Friday, you know, Friday Sabbath to Saturday, Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. But what you got to realize is this: that is not according to the Bible. So if you just sit up and say, according to, you know what I'm saying, how I feel, or, you know, well, this is when I have my days off and this is the day that I'm going to follow and dedicate to the Most High because this is when I can take off work, okay, fine, cool. But you better not be out here teaching people that this is the Lord's Sabbath, because it's not. We can see this using the Bible. Let every man be a liar, right? Let every man be a liar and let the word of the Most High be truth. We're going to ride with the Most High said. Okay? And that's another thing. You don't have to, just because, you know what I'm saying, you're going to take the truth, right, over anything that man says, that don't mean that you don't have mercy and grace if you have to work on the Sabbath, man. The Most High know you in captivity, you know? I would rather you know what I'm saying, either try to get the actual Sabbath, follow the actual Sabbath and try to get that Sabbath off if you can, and the Most High knows if you tried and your job just ain't messing with you right then and there, know what I'm saying, they say, hey, nah, nigga, you gotta come in, hey, that's all right. Because the Most High knows, know what I'm saying, that's where that grace comes in at. You understand? That's what grace is gonna be.
Speaking that word.
That's right. You know? So that's what so in a situation like that, that's where your grace comes in. That's what your Yahushua get. That's what your Yahushua come to give, right? That grace period, you know. Because back in the day, let somebody catch you, you know, let a Levite catch you, you know what I'm saying, breaking the Sabbath. You going out to work or something, they was gonna stone you. They even stoned the brother for just picking up sticks, you know. But like I said, that's why Yahushua came, you know what I'm saying, to give us that grace period. So if you do have to work on the Sabbath, hey, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? You go do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? And you can repent, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, tell the Most High, you know what I'm saying? I recognize that, you know what I'm saying, this is your holy day, but, you know, I gotta go in, so, you know, I'm gonna do what I need to do. Now, there are certain brothers, and I know this because I've had to work at temp agencies, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, ever since I've gotten back to Chicago, right? And the thing about it is, with certain temp agencies, you go in, basically, they give you a list of days of when you go in. And certain Saturdays and certain Sabbaths or whatever you have, sometimes and whatever month it is that the Sabbath falls on, you don't have to go in and work that day, and they're not going to fire you because you're really not hired anyway. So if you're in a situation like that, and let's say, 1 month, the Sabbath falls on a Wednesday, right? The new moon comes in on a Wednesday. And you still decide, oh, I'm going to go to work anyway, even though there's going to be no repercussion for me missing this day, you going the hell off, man. You're taking that grace and you're abusing it, because you're not going to get fired like the brother that has to go into work. You know what I'm saying? He has to go into work or he's going to get docked. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to go against his attendance. You, on the other hand, you've been blessed to basically have Sabbaths off. So if you actually have the Sabbath off, and you still choose to go into work, that's going off, you're breaking the Sabbath, and you can't use grace for that, man. That's you abusing grace. But back to the scripture. Leviticus 23 and 1 through 3. Let's go ahead and bring this out. Because I'm pretty sure everybody has heard this, that the Sabbath is a perpetual covenant. Perpetual means forever. You know what I'm saying? So everybody recognizes a Sabbath, but people need to know what the accurate Sabbath is, right? So we can keep it holy. So that's what we're going into. The Sabbath according to the law. Bring that out.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses,
spake unto Moses, read.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans of modern day times, read.
And say unto them, concerning the feast of Yahweh.
Concerning the feast of Yahweh, read.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
Set apart convocations, read.
Even these feasts are my feasts.
Even these feasts are my feasts. Name them off.
6 days shall work be done.
6 days shall work be done, right? That's just 6 working days before the Sabbath, right? Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. On the Sabbath day, you are not supposed to still be working unless you're doing the Most High's work, okay? Read.
And holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein.
In holy convocation, you shall do no work therein, right? Now, we already went over, us being in captivity. And if you're in captivity and you have to go into work, hey, brother, sister, go ahead and do what you got to do. But as for you brothers that have that leisure of not having to go in on Sabbath, don't do it. You're breaking it. And that's punishable by death. Breaking the Sabbath is punishable by death. Okay? Read.
It is the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings.
It's the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings, right? Read.
That's it
on that. Okay, come. Drop that. And give me Exodus 12 and 12 and 1. So now we've just established, that the Sabbath is set apart. No work on the Sabbath, right? It's a holy convocation. Now we're going to see we're going to start getting into what determines the Sabbath. Our premises is the moon. Let's see if the Bible agrees.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 1.
Read.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses.
Read.
And Aaron. In the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, right? Read.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
It shall be the first month of the year to you. Read.
Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
So basically, this is going into you prepping for the Passover, right? Now, this is the thing. How are you going to track the Passover if you don't know when the beginning of a month is biblically? So go back to, I think it's verse 1. It says this is going to be the beginning of a month to you. Verse 2. Yeah, verse 2. Get that.
This shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Stop right there. The beginning of a month. Now, we're going to go into the Hebrew, right, and see what that word month means. That word month in the Hebrew is H2320, and it says Kodesh. That's in the modern Hebrew. But in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, it's Kadash, right? And the etymology of it, you know what I'm saying, is month. You know what I'm saying? Month comes from the word moon. That word Kadash means new, renewed. When the moon is renewed, what does it look like? It's a dark moon. You know, the cycle is starting, it goes from dark to light. Just like in the creation of the world. First you have the darkness, and then the light came afterwards. You can't start off light. You know? So that's just another point, you know what I'm saying, bringing that up. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the month, right? To determine when the Sabbath is, you got to know when the beginning of a month is. To determine when the holy days are, you got to know when the beginning of a month is. Right? How do we do that? We track the moon. Okay? You can't do it using the sun for the simple fact that the sun doesn't have phases. The sun always looks the same. No matter if I look at it at 9 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is going to look the same. So you can understand. Also, another point to bring out. A new moon is never going to fall on the same day every month. So there's no way in hell that any, you know what I'm saying, 2 days can be the Sabbath over and over and over again in a continual pattern. It's just not going to happen. Okay? And that's just point blank, period, game, set, match. But I admonish you to go into these Hebrew words so you can get a better understanding of what the scriptures are saying. So you can just see that brothers ain't just pulling doctrines out their ass, you know? And also go into the etymology, you know what I'm saying, of certain words as well. Read.
Numbers chapter 10, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Also, in the day of your gladness,
Uh-huh.
and in your solemn days,
And in your solemn days, those solemn assemblies, those feasts, right? Read.
and in the beginning of your month,
And in the beginning of your months. Read.
ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings.
Now, in ancient antiquity, you can look this up. We didn't have sun watchers. We didn't have sun gazers. We had moon watchers. They had to blow the trumpet at the sign of the one, the moon, to let everybody know, oh, it's the Sabbath. Oh, this is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Oh, this is when this feast starts. This is when that feast starts. It never went off the sun, man. But your Gregorian calendar goes off the sun. You know? That's not of God, that's of man. Okay? I mean, look at the name of the Gregorian calendar, Pope Gregory. You out here listening to Pope Gregory? Are you serious?
Child molested.
Thank you. You know, everybody running around going crazy about this whole R. Kelly documentary. Well, what about these damn? You out here listening to a pope, a damn pope, right? But y'all want to sit up there and talk about some wicked nigga R. Kelly, man. Which he's wicked as hell as well. But you know, Jake love to come down on their own. But then when it comes down to the other nations, you know, we just get them to pass off, man. You know, it is what it is, huh? It's the most coonish know what I'm saying, nonsense I've ever heard of, man. Give me Leviticus 23 or 3.
Leviticus 23, verse 3.
Bring it up.
6 days shall work be done,
6 days shall work be done,
but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
but the 7th day of the Sabbath of rest. Just like when the Most High, when he made the creations of the earth, which were in 1,000-year periods, when it talks about the evening and the morning was the first day, it's not talking about a literal 24-hour day as people think they know, what they think they know a day to be in these days and times. It was over a 1,000-year period. So that first day, that was 1,000 years. The second day was another 1,000 years, right? Bring that back out.
6 days shall work be done,
6 days shall work be done.
but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
On the 7th day of the Sabbath of rest. So the same way how the Most High worked those 6 days. Well, actually, let me take that back. I misspoke. It was Yahushua and the angels that was doing the creating. Because when you go into that word, when it says God created the earth, it's the word Elohim, which is plural, powers, the Allahite, right? Which is, you know what I'm saying, Christ and the angels. You know, creating, you know what I'm saying, giving dominion and power to create, you know what I'm saying, the earth, you know what I'm saying, the stars, the luminaries, and everything else. Through the spirit and power, you know what I'm saying, of the Holy Spirit in conjunction with the Father. Okay? But just how they worked those 6 days and rested on the 7th, we're supposed to do the same thing. You know? When it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, those 6 working days, that's when you do what you got to do, you know, throughout the week. You even prepare for the Sabbath day so you won't have to break it when it comes. We're going to also get into that. We're going to get into when the Sabbath is, how to determine the Sabbath, and even how you keep it. Okay? Bring the rest of that out. Read to 3.
4.
Yeah, 4.
And holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein.
You should do a little bit of work.
Ye shall do no work therein.
No work. If you don't have to, you shouldn't even be outside of your house. If you don't have to. Now, like I said, I understand certain brothers and sisters situations. You have to go to work. You're in captivity. Hey, you have grace. But for those of you that do not, stay your ass in the house. Right? Drop that. Give me Colossians 2:16. Let's see what the beloved brother Paul says. What was his understanding of the Sabbath? Bring this out right here.
Colossians 2 and what?
Colossians 2:16.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 16.
These are the words of Paul, right? Read.
Let no man therefore
Let no man therefore what?
judge you in meat.
Judge you in meat, lawful meat. He's not just talking about, you know, I know Christians use this and say, oh, well, this is how I can eat pork. No, it's talking about the meat that is lawful for you to eat, that's provided for you in the Torah portion of the Bible. Okay, read the dietary law. Read.
Or in drink.
Or in drink. Read.
Or in respect of an holy day.
Or in respect of a holy day. Read.
Or of the new moon.
Or of the new moon. Now, why continually in the scriptures do we see new moon being synonymous with holy days and Sabbaths? Because we have to track the moon to know when the beginning of a month is to begin to count from 1 to 7, right? So we know when our work days is, when our Sabbath day comes in, when we need to rest. Also, how in the hell are you gonna know when the 15th is of the first month to keep Passover if you don't know when the first of the month is? It makes no sense. I mean, you damn sure make you know when you damn sure make sure you know when the first of the month is when you gonna get that check. So we need to. So if we're gonna go through those extents, you know what I'm saying, to do that, we also need to know when the first month, when the first of the month is biblically, so we can keep the Sabbath day holy. So we can know when we're not supposed to go out, when we're not supposed to be buying and selling. Okay? That's plain and simple. That's it on that, right? I mean, that's the point. Go ahead, drop that. Give me Isaiah 66 and 20. So even Paul had to break down on this, man. That powerful Benjamite brother.
66:23. Isaiah 66, verse 23.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass, read.
That from one new moon to another.
That from one new moon to another, so one new month to another, read.
And from one Sabbath to another.
And one Sabbath to another. So, basically what it's saying is this. The new moon is the first day of the week. 6 days after that comes your Sabbath. Like I said, you're not going to be able to track when that 7th day is if you don't know when the first day of the month is. This is how imperative it is for you to know when the first of the month is biblically. This is why you're going to continually see new moon and Sabbath being synonymous with one another. Right? First of the month, the new moon, that's the first. Then you're going to get 7 days after that, that's going to be the 8th, according to a lunar calendar. 7 days after that, you're going to get another Sabbath. That's going to be what? The 15th. 7 more days after that. You know what I'm saying? You see, after you know what I'm saying, you start off on the right track, you're going to end up on the right track. You know? And I understand certain things are new to us, but we got to be retaught, you know what I'm saying, certain things, right? Because certain things wasn't broken down correctly. A lot of stuff was just given to us as gibberish and rhetoric. And we just ran with it, you know? Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, continually. Now you got some doctrine out here talking about morning to morning Sabbath. Nowhere in the scripture does it say morning to morning, but we can see evening to evening. That's great. And then that's another thing. You got brothers running around talking about 24-hour days in the Bible. Where in the hell is that? I see 12-hour days in the Bible. You got 12 hours of the day, you got 12 hours of the night. What the hell you mean a 24-hour day, man? That's worldly madness. That's modern day madness. Okay? We would rather follow the ancients, man. Our ancestors. The Israelites of the Holy Bible. And do thus saith the Most High. Right? Go ahead, bring it out again.
Isaiah 66 and 23. And it shall come to pass from one new moon to another.
From one new moon to another.
And from one Sabbath to another.
So from the first of the month to another first of the month. From the 7th day of a month to from the 7th day of the week to another 7th day of the week. Read.
Shall all flesh come to worship before me?
Shall all flesh come to worship before Yahweh, man. That's all you should be doing on the Sabbath. That should be your #1 priority on the Sabbath. Okay? The Most High should be on your mind. Nothing else. Nothing else matters on the Sabbath. gave you 6 days to do whatever the hell you wanted to do. You know? The 7th day was hallowed. You know? And yeah, the Sabbath is made for man, but it was given for you to rest. And that's a commandment. And we see what happens to Jake when we don't keep the commandments. The same reason why we got to sit out here on the south side and teach these simple Jakes, you know what I'm saying, how not to break the Sabbath. You know? Even got to break down to you why you shouldn't steal and kill your own damn brother, man. Been out here smitten with madness because we went out of the ways of the Most High, right? Ezekiel 46:1. Ezekiel 46:1.
Ezekiel chapter 46, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Thus saith Yahweh,
Thus saith the Most High God, right? Read.
the gate of the inner court,
The gate of the inner court, right? Read.
that looketh forward toward the east,
This is talking about in the land, right? We had a gate that faced towards the east. Read.
shall be shut the 6 working days.
Shall be shut the 6 working days, right? Read.
But on the Sabbath
On the Sabbath,
it shall be open.
it shall be open. So people would know that came to the land, right? People would know that if that gate was open, it's the Sabbath. If that gate is closed, I go to work. You see? Read.
And in the day of the new moon,
And in the day of the new moon, read,
it shall be open.
it shall be open. So I brought that out, you know what I'm saying? I had the brother bring that out to say this. The day of the new moon is to be observed as a Sabbath. Why? Because the gates are open on new moons and Sabbaths. Bring that out again.
Ezekiel 46:1. Thus saith Yahweh, the gate of the inner court that looketh forward toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days.
It's shut the 6 working days, right? Read.
But on the Sabbath it shall be open.
On the Sabbath it shall be open. Read.
And in the day of the new moon it shall be open.
Right. So, new moon, Sabbath, stay your ass in the house, man. No buying, no selling. You treat the new moon and observe it the same way you would a Sabbath, man. Because without the new moon, you wouldn't be able to track the Sabbath of the Most High. All right?
Verse 2. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of the gate without, and shall stand by the post of the gate, and the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offering.
Right.
And he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening.
But the gate shall not be shut until the evening, right? So that's how you know when the Sabbath starts. The Sabbath starts in the evening. It doesn't start in the daytime. It's evening to evening. Just like today. It's not the Sabbath right now. It's not the evening yet. The evening is when the sun starts to come, when the sun starts to set. Sunset to sunset. A lot of people think it's the Sabbath already just because it's Saturday.
It's sitting right now, bro.
Well, it's not completely set though.
No, I ain't trying to be.
No, you good. You good. No, but I'm just saying, though, I was just bringing out the point that people think, you know what I'm saying, that the Sabbath starts in the daytime when it starts in the noon.
Are you reading or are you understanding? No, I'm asking you a question because what you in? New Testament? Old Testament. Okay, that's straightforward.
We in the Old
But also, how you see, how you perceive what you read.
Because our precepts when we get out.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm walking off. But, you know,
No, it's all good, brother.
But I love to see young people. What's up, big bro?
God bless y'all, man.
Say it like that, man.
Don't fall back, bro.
Oh no, ain't none of that.
I'm gonna ask you questions.
It
I'm gonna ask you
bro.
questions for a reason because somebody else might ask you questions. You might not ask.
Oh no, we do this. We do this every week.
No,
So,
I'm
know what I'm
not
saying?
saying
They debating.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying somebody might tell us to crazy ass.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but we deal with that though
Sure.
because we out there for our people though.
I come to them nicely. Like, what do you read? What do you feel when you read? Are you saying what you read? Are you reading? Or you think I have more?
We're going off the precepts of the Bible.
That's how we get understanding. We can't wrap our mind around how the Most High thinks because He's the Most High. We're not the Most High, but He did give us records and how to serve Him. This is the instruction manual.
Like I told my girl earlier. I said Bible. Basic principle of the earth, right?
Now, wait a minute.
So,
The Bible means a collection of books. That's
No,
basic
baby.
instruction before leaving Earth. Where does it say that in the Bible? Where did it tell you that? Who
Bible.
told you
That's
that?
law, bro. That's law.
Okay, can you show me in the law
Right,
where it
right,
says
right,
basic
right,
instructions
right,
before
right.
leaving Earth? I'm just asking.
You're absolutely right. You're
We
absolutely right.
we got it, but
Absolutely right.
does the
But
Bible?
not in there.
But does the Bible not say, prove thy cause? So we got to be able to prove it. Whatever we say, we got to be able to
So
prove
how
it.
the Bible then prove it? How the Bible prove it called?
Precepts. I can't just. This is what I'm saying. When I say
I'm
precepts,
saying.
you have to go to. You can't just go to one verse like what a Christian do is this. They go to one verse
That's
and
Christian
just
do. That's Christian do.
they'll go to one verse and just
That's
build
it,
one
like-
dogmatic
that's it, like one
one dogmatic doctrine out of one verse without. Yeah, well,
No. I know
like
you
you know what I'm saying. They'll take one verse.
This is off tricking it down. I got to do this.
You're tricking me.
Because I'm just
You
saying.
think you're tricking me, right?
No, I said tweaking.
Tweaking me? It's tweaking my
I
mind.
think you talking to me, right? About your belief. How it works for you.
How it works for you,
Okay. Y'all.
He not fake, bro.
Y'all read the New Testament?
What you got? What do you got to get against the New Testament?
Fag bro.
The who?
Fag bro.
A fag brother. Prove it.
King James a fag, right?
Prove that.
Okay.
Read the Bible. Read the Bible, bro.
King James is faggot in the Bible.
Read the Bible, bro. Read it.
Book,
read
chapter,
it.
and verse.
Read it all.
Book, chapter, and verse. Can somebody please give me book, chapter, and verse? That's all I'm asking. Huh? I'm 31.
I ain't bad at it. But I'm saying,
Use the nerve.
What you say?
Long way to go.
Oh yeah, but all this stuff, all these fallacies about King James, I've heard them already.
what
Oh,
fallacy?
he's a faggot. Prove it.
Read. Read, man. You read?
Prove it.
You're right.
James?
He wasn't a fag, and the Romans wasn't fags either.
Right.
Not all of them.
Yeah, Solomon.
Everybody was
The white Romans are fags.
Solomon
The Romans didn't start off white.
I can't fuck with.
They didn't start off white?
They started off white, but
Oh, they did start off white? Or did the white people come in there and steal their identity? What? Septimius Severus, is he white?
The animal come through there with elephants.
Septimius
The animal come
Severus,
through with
is he white?
elephants, and then make them motherfuckers.
You just talked about the Romans, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Romans.
Septimius Severus, is he a white man? Yes or no? Oh, okay. No, he's not. Thank you.
I want to talk from you, bro.
Okay, it's
I
cool.
never did. But I can take
cool.
Lord Roman.
What about him?
What were they?
Which ones are you talking about? The original Romans? They were Japhites.
Who?
They were Japhites. They come from the line of Japheth in the Bible. Now, I know what you're getting at. The Romans, the modern day Romans that we see, depicted on TV and all that crap, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're Edomites. They're white people. They can't. You don't believe in TV?
No.
Okay, even in history.
When the news say
Who-
live,
who-
when the news say
who-
live, that's evil backwards, right?
Yeah, okay.
So it's evil. So I can't believe what you're telling me.
Okay, so forget
I love
TV.
you. I'm loving you.
Forget
Loving
TV.
you. I need you.
Forget
I need
TV,
this in my
right?
life. Okay, we're gonna forget it.
Forget TV. Whitewashing, right? If I whitewash something, that means that it wasn't the same color that I'm painting it now, right?
Or
Or what?
little bro,
Go ahead.
it was what?
It was black already.
No.
It was black and then they painted it white. It was
It's
black.
only two colors you have in your world, right? White and black. There's no in between. There's no gray areas, right? Right? Usually, when you start painting, it's a white canvas. So don't tell me what you told me like you told me.
But like I said,
you got a
though,
rebuttal.
back to
he's gonna keep going, bro. He's gonna keep going. I'm not mad at this. I love it.
but back to what I was saying.
I'm right.
Revisionist history, whitewashing. If we go back into antiquity and we look at, you know what I'm saying, the Russian catacombs, right? I don't see a white. I don't. I'm talking about the Russian catacombs, bro. Look them up. You can look them up. You can read it. Just like you told me read, you can look this up. The Russian catacombs. Nothing but dark-skinned people. All depicted
in
through.
Russia. With all that code. In Russia.
Brother,
You're right. I'm listening.
You think throughout the whole world that what? It was no black people throughout the whole world.
I'm thinking about the whole world. Negroes always survive everything you give it.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
I have no problem
I ain't
with
thinking
that.
shit. That's what I'm telling you.
I have no problem with that.
Apologize first.
You all good, brother.
What I'm saying is,
You talking to me though, bro.
I know. I want to keep reading. I want some over here and some over here.
Well, no, you talking to me though. I'm teaching.
I like level.
Yeah, but we got an order though.
You got an order?
We got an order though.
What's the order?
If I had the Bible,
Yeah.
I would be the reader. You wouldn't be talking to me. But since I'm teaching, you got to talk to me.
Okay. Well, you get the Bible and you teach me.
That's where we at.
Not tell. Bro, what you gonna tell? Get the Bible.
What do you need to know?
What you want to know?
How long you been drinking, brother?
My whole life.
I'm talking about today.
My whole life.
So you woke up drinking.
No, I was born drunk. I'm trying to told you. I'm trying to
How
told
about
you.
this, bro? How about
But-
that, bro? How about that, bro?
I'm never slipping.
Never.
About this in the heart, bro.
I can tell you this right here.
He trying to judge, man. Trying to judge.
So wait, what does it say that I can't? Even though like you said I was trying to. What did it say I can't judge?
If you Christianity can't judge, ask me a question. Not answer this question. I've been drinking my whole fucking life.
Only God should judge.
Where is that like? Only God can judge me. That sounds like something they showed you in a Christian church. Does the Bible say only God can judge me?
So what religion is holy? Christianity, Muslim, Islam, or Hindu?
To be honest with you, brother, I don't get
Okay, look.
The real
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
The real comes out now.
I got some
some
real for him. Check it out. If Jesus was born 2,019 years ago, and that was the beginning of time, no, it wasn't the beginning of time.
2019 years ago.
Right?
How?
I mean, that's the birthday, right?
Who said that? Where's that in the Bible?
You're right.
See what I'm saying?
So are dinosaurs real?
Are dinosaurs real?
You
wanna read the Bible?
I've been in the Bible, bro.
I ain't talking about the Bible. I'm asking you a
You
question.
wanna read the
Not in
Bible?
bro.
Is dinosaurs real?
Yeah, they were real.
If they're 300 million years ago. So what do you think a dinosaur was? So when did Moses get an ark and go across the water?
Moses didn't have the ark, brother. That's Noah.
Noah, you know what I'm talking about.
Brother, you've been drinking. Come on, I
I ain't been drinking.
ain't he's gonna lie.
He went for
Nah,
one
he's gonna lie
flow.
to
He went for one flow. Here you go.
Yeah, he been drinking.
Hey, how long though? How long?
What you say?
How long?
How long what?
Ago.
How long ago what?
Nowhere. No, you
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
No,
You
he
get
the
it.
first time.
You the teacher, right? You teach them though. He did get it. He's teaching though.
I don't have a problem. And y'all smoking.
No,
You need to stop that, bro.
that's right. What about that?
Just saying.
Oh Lord, you're right about that. It's all right.
I was talking crazy. I want you to pull it up. And I'm asking you.
So after he gets about Noah, so what is this about Noah and the ark? What about it?
asking you, are dinosaurs correct? Is that real?
What do you perceive as a dinosaur? Are we talking T-Rexes? Are we talking Leviathans?
My old bitch.
Yo,
Dinosaurs the
Get the fuck off
same
my back. Get the fuck off my back,
Same,
nigga.
this guy.
the same bloodline the giraffe came from, man.
Who?
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Yeah, that's dinosaurs.
That's just animals. But like I said, like,
Who that, you?
so yeah, anything we can substantiate with the Bible, I believe to be real. You know what I'm saying?
The Bible leave out a lot of shit, man.
The Bible also substantiated with history though. If I can
How
take
many
history,
books?
if I can take history, well, it's 80 books in the Bible.
How many books
It's the
left out?
Apocrypha, and then you got, know what I'm saying? the
How
six
many,
books.
how many books
Still
left
waiting on
out?
you. I'm still waiting on you.
What you
How
think?
many books left out?
How many books left out?
Yeah.
You mean how many books did they take out?
Right.
Yeah, same
What
thing.
the 15? What was that? 15.
I heard
Books of
the
Apocrypha.
Jude.
The Book of Jude. Yeah, that's in the Apocrypha. Well, no, the Book of Jude is actually Book
Not
of Jude is
not
in
Jude,
there.
not Jude,
13
not
books.
Jude.
Jude is
books
in there.
that's taken in the Bible. Why? Do black people magic?
And there?
So fallacy. And I
Matter of fact, I got it.
I had to do that
I got it right
in high
here.
school.
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it.
Well, come on,
It's
come
not in
on,
there,
come on,
man.
come on.
Not in there.
They took it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They took it out.
That's one.
There's only one that took out.
No, that's gone.
And there goes the Book of Jude right there.
Yeah,
See it
Jude
when
in
it,
it. Jude in it.
I just seen it when the wind flew. I just seen it.
Hey, boy, you don't can the camera. Say hi.
Hey,
Say hi.
what up, what up?
So yeah, but go ahead, get it. And after this, we're gonna get back to the lesson. Go
Hey,
ahead.
look. After this, you can back to the lesson. The lesson today is what? What's the lesson today?
The law according to the Sabbath.
The law according to
The Sabbath according to the law.
So how you a good law according to Sabbath?
What you mean, my law? I don't have a law. The Most High has the law. I just follow it.
You said most.
Yeah, the Most High. I'm not the Most
So
High.
to me, you sound like a 5%. You sound like a Muslim. Palms up and face the east. Cook
more
your heels.
flavor?
No, I'm an Israelite.
Genesis
Israelite?
chapter 6,
Are you
verse
serious?
13.
Yeah, I'm serious.
I'm listening to you, bro.
I'm dead ass serious.
And God said unto Noah,
We said
the,
no.
the end of all flesh is come before me. For the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
Water. Fire.
Verse 14, make thee an ark of gopher wood.
Oh, water. It's water.
Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. With pitch. God.
Go ahead.
No, I'm telling you, you gotta feel it first to read it right.
And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits.
Let's get to the part where they put that.
Get to the part when what's that, Mo?
That's Noah, brother.
Noah. When he put dinosaurs in my tell me that part. Tell me that part.
No, that's
It's not gonna say dinosaur.
No, that's for a period.
I don't want to hear none of this shit.
No,
Who you talking to, brother?
I ain't talking to you. I'm
We
talking to
respectful,
everybody.
right?
I ain't talking to
We respectful, right?
Right.
I took the time. I didn't even have to engage you, did I?
You right,
I did.
bro. You right, bro. No. He already knows that. I ain't going for it. I was going that way, but I'm just messing with him. I need you have
The Bible also says God, right? It's
God?
an English translation. So that
For what?
means
For
that.
what?
So that's
Yahweh.
Well, that's
Oh, okay.
modern
I'm
day
asking
Hebrew.
you a question. I'm
So,
asking you a
yeah.
question.
So
Allah?
that's what I'm saying,
Allah.
brother.
How many names? How many names
right?
do God
I
have?
am.
He has one.
I am.
Huh?
Yahweh. That's the
I
name
am.
in the ancient
What
Hebrew.
about I am?
He has what?
Yahweh.
what
He
about
is.
I am?
He
Okay.
exists.
What about
He
I am?
exists.
I am.
So you telling me?
What's God's first name?
If I
man?
say
What's
I,
God's first name, man?
listen, brother. If I say I,
What's God's first name?
no. You talk to me, bro.
You talk to him.
If I say I cannot be talking about another person. I'm talking about me.
God said I am. The first name, God. I am.
I just want to knock me
God's
down.
first name,
I am.
Was that an angel talking or was that the Most High?
God said, my name
Was
is
that an
I am.
angel talking or was that the Most High?
Call me I am. Call me I am.
Let's see what the Bible says.
First thing, bro.
Let's see what the Bible says.
Old Testament, bro.
I know where you're going. Exodus.
Says, call me I am.
3 and 4, start at 14. Get what you
First
want,
thing, bro.
and then read
Before
down
y'all
to
try to
15.
read.
And we're going to see what the actual name is. Read.
I can sell it, bro.
This
Right.
is crazy.
Little bitty.
Got it?
And we start good.
This is crazy.
Why ain't you talking about right?
Yeah, 3 and 14. Not 4 and 14.
What's
Why
up,
ain't you
man?
go to 3 and 14.
What's the name?
Exodus chapter 3, verse 14.
You wasn't doing that earlier.
And God said unto Moses, I am that I am.
I am that I am. Read. Keep reading.
And he said, Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel.
Thou shalt say to the children of Israel.
Okay.
Come here, bro. I'm listening. Read.
I am hath sent me unto you.
Uh-huh.
And God said, Moreover,
Read
unto Moses,
unto Moses.
Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
Thus shalt thou say to the children of Israel. Read.
Yahweh of your father,
Yahoo.
Yahweh of your father,
Read.
the God of Abraham,
The God of
All right,
Abraham.
bro.
the God of Isaac,
The God of Isaac.
and the God of Jacob,
Uh-huh.
hath sent me unto you. This is my name,
This is my name.
forever.
Forever. So what verse does it say this is my name? What verse are we supposed to ride with?
Yeah, I am. Listen.
Verse 14
Where it
says
say who
I
call
am
you?
that I am.
Where it say who call you?
Read
Say
up,
I
and
am.
so- read up and let's see if Moses is talking
He
to the
said-
Most High or is he talking to an angel. Read. Let's see who said I am that I am. Read.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And the angel of Yahweh
Uh-huh.
appeared unto him.
No, the most high God.
The angel of Yahweh,
Yahweh.
the angel of Yahweh,
Yahweh.
the angel of Yahweh
Oh.
appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush.
We do this every week, bro. His name is not I am.
bro.
Hey, and that's fine, brother.
4 years,
Why are
bro.
you telling me I am then? That's not his name. He didn't say that was his name.
Maybe, man. Maybe. Y'all got a lot of homework. Homework, man. A lot of homework.
Hey, we do too.
Y'all
Forever learning.
got a lot of homework.
But
For real.
drop that. You know what I'm saying? It was nice talking
Y'all
to you,
good,
bro.
man. Y'all good, man.
Oh no, you. Hey, we
respect-
out here for
I
our
respect
people.
everything y'all do,
You
man.
our people, you know what I'm saying? We love you, bro.
I said everything y'all do.
Hey, you gotta put that down.
You're right. You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Destroying our temple, man.
I love y'all, man.
And we love you too.
Bro. For real, man. Everybody come through here, bro. For real, man. For real, man. You get mad on one end.
Oh no, man. Hey,
Keep on going.
we trained to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is with us. You know what I'm saying? We out here for our people.
Trying to
Anyway.
go by who?
The Most High.
I like y'all, man.
We love you too, brother.
You good, man.
You too.
A lot of things you're right, man.
It's all
You're
good.
right. I can't argue.
Hey, no, I'm not right. The Bible's right. Not me.
The righteous man and right words. From the Bible.
Right. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying, the same way, you know what I'm saying, Moses is supposed to give all the credit to the Most High, and he didn't.
Everybody.
And then he got kicked, and then he got stopped from going to the promised land. I'm just humbling myself and saying, it's not me that's right.
Don't
It's the
forget,
Most High
bro.
that's right.
Don't forget, man. Hey, Michael Lance, learned the hard way.
Who?
Michael Lance.
Oh, Malcolm X, yeah.
He learned the hard way. He went right to God. Then died. He didn't die. He went to God.
He wouldn't have died if he went to God. What God was he going
He
to?
didn't die to went to God.
What God was he going to? He was going to Allah.
Like-
We're not dealing with that.
I say he didn't die. He was get killed conform to God. You feel me now? These footballers of God from Moses got killed. Went to heaven.
Went to heaven?
That's
what they went to heaven.
They man talk God, man. Not just Allah. And then he got killed.
Oh, you're saying the
He
message
said,
that he was teaching was God.
All Allah first. Yeah, God got killed. He did his job.
But Malcolm X was dealing with Islam.
Bro, forgot. And then they got killed. Transformed to God.
Got
This is
killed and
different.
transformed to God.
Before. You don't know what?
Yeah, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Before he got killed, man.
When he got killed, okay, I'm
He
following.
transformed from a Muslim to God.
When was that? Now he always taught. Now even in Islam, yes, he gave the message of the Valley of Dry Bones. But he was still Islamic, bro. He was still Islamic.
Hell no.
He was still Islamic, bro.
Cut that ass off, man.
He was still Islamic. Now, are you talking about after he found that Elijah Muhammad was messing with white women and all that
Nah,
stuff?
bro. Not the movie, bro. Not the movie.
No, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the actual real life.
Bro, when he came right, he went with God and said, fuck out Islam.
When did you say?
And then he died.
When did Malcolm X say fuck Islam? Did you ever hear that?
What? Are you serious?
I heard when he went to Mecca and he found out, it's all different.
Him and a lot of Muhammad got into it, man.
Okay, but what's what's the main point you was bringing out about Malcolm X? You brought him up for a reason, right?
Said he didn't get killed, he got converted to God.
So what you're saying is, because he started to believe in the God of the Bible, is why he got killed.
No, he did his job.
Oh, he did his job. Okay.
Exactly. You feel me?
Okay, now I see.
Your job complete. All right. Heaven down. Heaven down.
I got you.
Feel me? Love, bro.
We love you, bro. Peace out. All right. You don't even remember where we left off. You know, drunk Jake, we love him. You know, we out here to interact with our people anyway. And now y'all can see that the sun is setting. It's evening. We're gonna say Barak Shabbat to y'all. You know, anybody watching the video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Bashim y'all Shabbat Rakatah. You know, enjoy y'all Sabbath. You know, and you need to take your ass in the house unless you're doing the Most High's work. Like the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, in various camps are out today preaching this word, trying to teach these blacks, Latins, and Native Americans who they are, and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right?
Ezekiel 46:1. Thus saith Yahweh, the gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east shall be shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it shall be open, and in the day of the new moon it shall be open.
So, Sabbath and on the new moon, the gate shall be open. Read.
And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of the gate without, and shall stand by the post of that gate. And the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offering.
So he can offer unto the Most High, right? Read.
And he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening.
So the gate shall not be shut until the evening, right? So when the gates are shut, what does that mean? Read.
Verse 3. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of this gate before Yahweh in the Sabbaths and in the new moons.
So, Sabbath is from evening to evening. gate opens, Sabbath. When the gate closes, Sabbath ends. The gate opens in the evening. The next evening that comes after that, which means you have the evening, then you got the night, then you got the day, then you have another evening. And that's when it's closed. So evening to evening is when the Sabbath is. Okay? According to the Most High God's word. All right? Amos 84-5.
Amos chapter 8, verse 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone?
When will the new moon be gone? Read.
That we may sell corn.
That we may sell corn. So, the people that this verse is talking about, they're tracking the moon. Why are they tracking the moon? Because they know they cannot buy or sell on the Sabbath. Read that again.
Verse 5, saying, when will the new moon be gone?
When will the new moon be gone? Read.
That we may sell corn.
That we may sell corn. This goes back to that point that I was bringing up. The Sabbath and the new moon are to be observed and kept the same way. You do not buy and sell on the Sabbath. You cannot buy and sell on the new moon. It's not going to happen. It's against the law. Okay? The people in the Bible knew that. This is why they're tracking the moon, saying, hey, man, when is the new moon going to be gone so I can go ahead and, get my hustle on? You understand? Go ahead, bring it up.
And the Sabbath day, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit.
So, these wicked Negroes, they're waiting for the new moon to be gone, and then they want to sit up and try to set up shop on the Sabbath. Now this is the crazy thing, right? I'm going to honor the new moon and say, hey man, we're going to wait till the new moon gone. I can't wait till the new moon gone, but I'm not going to honor the Sabbath. I'm just going to, do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to set up shop, and we're going to sell on the Sabbath. And this is what was going on in Israel, just like what's going on right now. You got brothers and sisters out here right now, gonna go buy, sell, do whatever the hell they want to do on the Most High Sabbath, man. Even ones that are hip and know what they are and not supposed to do. Because as we can see in the verse that the brother just brought out, these people are hip to the law. But they have stepped in the dark. I'm gonna follow it a little bit on this side, and then after that, that's enough. I'm just gonna, do whatever the hell I want to do. Which is off, man. Okay. Go ahead and drop that. Give me Nehemiah 13 and 15.
Of Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 15. And in those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath and bringing in sheaves and lading asses as also wine.
Judah being wicked as hell, right? Buying and selling on the Sabbath. as if, you know, everything is hunky-dory, it's okay, right? Read. This is what Nehemiah is seeing. Read.
Grapes and figs and all manner of burden, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals.
He's rebuking these niggas, right? For going the hell off on the Sabbath. Read.
There dwelt men of Tyre also therein,
Heathens, Hamites, right? Men of Tyre, those are Hamites. Read.
which brought fish and all manner of wares.
So we buying, selling, and trading with the Hamites, which the Most High told us in Deuteronomy 7 not to even deal with these niggas. And the reason why we shouldn't deal with these niggas is because we were going to go off and stop following the law. And what do? We buying and selling on the Sabbath, which is against the law. Right? Read.
And sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah.
So this is Nehemiah contending with the elders, right? Read.
And said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do?
What the hell is you niggas' problem? Why in the hell are y'all buying and selling on the Sabbath? In modern day terms. Read.
And profane the Sabbath day.
You profane the Sabbath day, right? Read.
Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us?
For not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. This is what he's getting at. Read.
And upon this city, yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath.
God, you suffering Israel to sin. He's talking to the leaders, you know, because they know what the hell going on, and they're just letting it rock. They know damn well they wasn't supposed to even be selling on the Sabbath anyway, let alone dealing with these damn men of Tyre. Damn Hamites, man. You know? That's it on that. Go to 21.
Verse 19. Nehemiah 13, verse 19. And it came to pass,
Read.
that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark.
When the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark, read. That's the evening. It's beginning to be dark. It's not fully dark. It's beginning to be dark. The evening time. Read.
Before the Sabbath.
Before the Sabbath, right? Before the evening. Read.
I commanded that the gates should be shut.
The gates are preparing to be shut. Read.
And charged that they should not be open till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should be no burden he brought in on the Sabbath. Verse 20. So the merchants and sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them and said unto them.
So Nehemiah is testifying against they wicked asses being wicked. Read.
Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it out. This is spiritual.
I will lay hands on you.
I will lay hands on you. And this is not talking about, you know, when the preacher say, oh, I'm going to lay hands on you. No, he meant he was going to put the paws on them, man. Nehemiah wasn't playing with these niggas, man. These niggas running around, you know, hustling, you know, selling on the Sabbath, chilling, you know.
That's right.
Like everything is just okay, man.
Goes out the wall like a Black Friday sale.
And Nehemiah wasn't having it, man. But it's a reason why he wasn't having it, because he knew the law, man. He knew the law. And he knew that the elders knew that they was going to hell off. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we not out here to put hands on nobody, but we are out here to condemn the hell out of you wicked ass jakes. Out here doing the same thing that you was doing thousands of years ago, and we're reading about it right now. Buying and selling on the Sabbath. But you can go ahead and drop that now. Exodus 16, 1. Yeah, we just gonna hit the 16th chapter. Now we're gonna go into Exodus 16th chapter, and basically, what this is gonna go into is going to basically break down the manna that came from heaven when we got sent by the Most High. When we first came up out of Egypt and when we went into the wilderness, right? And it's basically gonna go into, you know what I'm saying, basically how you prepare for the Sabbath, right? You know, it's gonna be a parallel type deal. So go ahead and get that. Start at verse 1.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 1. And they took their journey from Elam.
This is talking about the children of Israel after we got exiled out of Egypt, right? On our way to the wilderness. Just left Elam. Read.
And all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elam and Sinai.
Right. So now we're in the wilderness. Read.
On the 15th day of the second month, after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
So what do? We just, you know what I'm saying, get delivered out of Egypt. You know, we just saw all these miraculous things. We just, you know what I'm saying, saw the sea split. We walked through water. You know, the Most High is working all these wondrous works in front of our face. You know what I'm saying? Getting us out of slavery, getting us out of damn captivity. We get to the wilderness. We looking at Moses like he's trying to kill us. You know, Moses and Aaron, what are you niggas doing, man? You know, Jake always want to complain, man. That's what the hell murmuring is. You know? Keep reading.
And the children of Israel said unto them, Would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt. When we sat...
We would rather go back and be in slavery than to be sitting out here free in the wilderness with these niggas that's trying to kill us. Right? This is how Jake think. You know? I would rather go back and be oppressed with my slave master instead of be free and follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. What type of madness is that, man? Read.
When we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full.
So they're basically following, they're basically remembering the so-called glory of the Egyptians, right?
For ye have brought us forth into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger.
So, you know, the Most High takes you away from the Egyptians and whatever the hell we was eating in there. Who knows what the hell the Egyptians had us eating? The damn heathens, you know what I'm saying? But instead of, know what I'm saying, us, know what I'm saying, being appreciative of being let up out of slavery, you know what I'm saying, exiled out of hardcore bondage, you know, and the Most High weaning us off of whatever we had in Egypt, and we just taking it as a fast. We take it as, oh, these niggas is trying to kill us. The Most High trying to kill us, and Aaron and Moses are trying to murder us, man, trying to turn us into a pack out here. You know? That's crazy. Read.
Verse 4, Then said Yahweh unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you.
I will rain bread from heaven for you, right? Read.
And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day.
So, basically, and he's going to go into it when he keeps reading further, but basically it's going to be a certain amount that you're going to get for your household. You know what I'm saying? That the Most High is going to provide. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get what's going to be according to their household, so everybody can have, basically. You know what I'm saying? So won't nobody be left short. Read.
that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no.
Right. So he's going to give us simple instructions about this manna from heaven, this bread of the angels, right? To see if we're going to be able to keep his law, statutes, and commandments. And we're going to see how this also goes into, you know what I'm saying, keeping the law of the Sabbath. Read.
And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in.
So on the 6th day, right? This is the last day of your 6 working days. This is the 6th day. You're supposed to prepare to have food for the 7th day, so you don't have to go out and buy or sell on the Sabbath. Because if you were to do that, you will be breaking it, and the Levites would kill you. Point blank, period. Read.
And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, At even, then ye shall know that Yahweh hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of Yahweh.
Right.
For that he heareth your murmurings against Yahweh.
He heareth you niggas complaining against the Most High. And look, I'm still going to turn around and give you niggas bread, man. That's how merciful the Most High is. These niggas is complaining about me taking them out of slavery, you know, and then they got the nerve to sit up and complain. But you know what? Y'all my people, I rock with y'all. You know what? Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to provide you with something to eat. And all I want you to do is to follow these simple instructions, you know what I'm saying, and prepare yourself to have enough so that when the Sabbath day comes, you don't have to break the Sabbath. Now, what do y'all think happened? Let's read and find out. Did we keep it or did we not? Let's see. Read.
And Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, Come near before Yahweh, for he hath heard your murmurings.
Come nigh to the Most High, come near, read.
And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel,
Right.
that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of Yahweh appeared in the cloud. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmuring of the children of Israel.
I heard you niggas complaining. Read.
Speak unto them, saying, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
Right. So I'm finna provide for you niggas, and basically you're gonna know that I am the Most High. You had nothing, I made something out of nothing for you. I am Yahweh. You know, every time the Most High does something for us, it's basically, you know what I'm saying, so that we will know and that we will believe in him. So we can put that trust in him. That's all he wants. You know? And how do we know what I'm saying, show that we know him and we put that trust in him? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Keeping these simple instructions to have everlasting life. Read.
Verse 13. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up.
Quails came up, read.
And covered the camp. And in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness, there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, It is manna. For they wist not that it was, they wist not what it was. And Moses said,
so this is the bread of the angels that the Most High sit down, manna from heaven. You know what I'm saying? And the children of Israel saw. We saw it, and you know we've never seen it before. So they looking around like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Read.
And Moses said unto them, This is the bread which Yahweh hath given you to eat.
This is the bread that Yahweh is providing you, complaining niggas, that y'all eat, right? So y'all can have something to put on y'all stomach. Read.
This is the thing which Yahweh hath commanded.
the thing that Yahweh hath commanded, right? Read.
Gather of it every man according to his eating.
Gather of it every man according to his eating. You know, you got small niggas in Israel, you got big niggas in Israel. You know? You got big families, you got small families. So get whatever you need according to, know what I'm saying, how much you gonna eat, or how much you need for your household. Read.
An omer for every man according to the number of your persons.
According to the number of your persons. Read. Your household.
Take ye every man for them which are in his tents.
Uh-huh.
And the children of Israel did so.
Right.
And gathered some more, some less. And when they did eat, and when they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack.
Uh-huh.
They gathered every man according to his eating.
So they gathered every man according to his eating. Read.
And Moses said, let no man leave of it till the morning.
Let no man leave of it till the morning. Read.
Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses.
They hearkened not unto Moses, the prophet of God, right? Read.
But some of them left of it until the morning, and it bred worms and stank.
So it got spoiled. Read.
And Moses was wroth with them.
Uh-huh.
And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating.
Uh-huh.
And when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the sixth day,
read.
They gathered twice as much bread.
They gathered twice as much bread. Why are they gathering twice as much bread? Because they know that on the seventh day, niggas ain't supposed to be out here gathering nothing. So we're gonna get what we need for the seventh day, which is the Sabbath, on the sixth day. What you need to be, what you needed to be doing yesterday, right? When you went to the grocery store, when you went out and was on your way home from work, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever the hell else you were doing, you should have got double the food. Food for last night and food for tonight. Right? Read.
And it came to pass that on the sixth day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man.
Uh-huh.
And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses.
Right.
And he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Read.
Unto Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
Bake that which ye will bake today.
Bake that which you will bake today. Now stop right there. I'm going to this right quick. Wait. Is that where it also still goes to seed and seed what they shall seed? Go ahead, bring that out. Then stop.
And seed that ye will seed.
Okay. So, basically, what you can do when it comes to the Sabbath, and this is lawful, you can't kindle a fire on the Sabbath, but what you can do is kindle the fire before the Sabbath. If you turn your oven on before the Sabbath and just keep it on, that's lawful, that's fine. It just says you can't kindle a fire during the Sabbath. Now, although you can kindle that fire, it's just to warm stuff up. You don't actually sit up and cook raw meat on the Sabbath. Cook that meat before the Sabbath comes in, and you're keeping the stove on just to warm it up, okay? The meat should have already been prepared. You can't just be out here just because you think you can just leave the stove on. Now you just cooking another full course meal. So you can understand. Okay? Read.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Lay up for you to be kept until the morning. Right? So this is the whole preparation thing. All this is supposed to be taking place on the 6th day. So you don't have to do it on the 7th because you can't do it on the 7th, according to the law. Read.
Verse 24. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade.
Uh-huh.
And it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
Right.
And Moses said, eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto Yahweh.
Right.
Today ye shall not find it in the field.
Right. So, and this also goes back into a parallel of when the gates are open and when the gates are closed. You know, when those gates are open, the Sabbath is going on. You can't buy or sell. In the same way, on that 7th day, if you was to go out into that field where you was getting that supply of manna from, it wouldn't be out there. Why? Because you were supposed to do all this on the 6th day. It's called prep day. Preparation day. Okay? Read. What verse you at?
Verse 26.
All right, go ahead.
6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none.
In it there shall be none. Read.
And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And Yahweh said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws?
Bring that out again.
Verse 28. And Yahweh said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? Verse 29. See, for that Yahweh hath given you to the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days.
I give you the bread of 2 days on 6 days, and then the 7th day comes in, and then here you niggas go out in the field again, trying to get some more manna, man. When you supposed to be abiding in your tent, right? Hard-headed Jake. Just like right now at the gas station, and you don't see nothing but so-called black folks running in and out of it, you know, buying up whatever the hell they want to, which they're not supposed to be doing, you know. Now, granted, probably some of them don't know, but I guarantee you, if they were to come up and hear this word 9 times out of 10, they're still probably not going to hearken, because Jake is just hard-headed like this, you know. They'll tell you they agree with you, you know. But just like the brothers that was just up here, you know, only God can judge me. Where the hell is that in the Bible? And also, I'm a God. Why can't I judge you? Why can't I judge you? You know? But anyway, I think we about to point out. We got that. Let's get Exodus 20 and 10.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 10. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy power.
The 7th day is the Sabbath unto Yahweh thy power, right? Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
You're not supposed to be doing no work on the Sabbath. We brought this out earlier. This is a commandment. Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter,
Nobody in your household.
thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
Manservant, maidservant, you know, your, well, bond men and bond women, basically. You know what I'm saying? We had servants back then.
Nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
That stranger is talking about Israelites that didn't live, you know what I'm saying, in the land, you know what I'm saying, per se, but those are still our brothers, you know what I'm saying, but although, you know what I'm saying, they were strangers to the land, while they were in the land, they had to abide by the rules of the Most High. Understand?
Verse 11. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is.
6 days of creation, right? He was working, read.
And rested the 7th day.
And he rested on the 7th day. So what the hell make you think, if this is what the Elohim did, the powers, the Elohim, if this is what they did, what the hell make you think we're not supposed to follow the same protocols? You work 6 days and you rest on the 7th. You're not gonna know when the 7th day is unless you can track the moon. Okay? Because when you track the new moon, that's a new month. That's your first day. Then you can get the count, you know, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. 31st chapter, 14th verse.
Exodus chapter 31 and 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you.
Right.
Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
Everyone that defileth the Sabbath shall be put to death. If you're buying and selling on the Sabbath, your ass supposed to be put to death. If you're kindling fires on the Sabbath, having cookouts, doing whatever the hell you want to do, you're supposed to be put to death. Okay? Thus saith the Holy Bible, man. You need to know when the Lord's Sabbath is. You need to know how to calculate it, when to determine it, what determines it, and how to keep it. Okay? Save your life. You know, we probably not going to be the ones, you know what I'm saying, you know, take you up out of here. But if it's the Most High will, then so be it. You know? But why would you even want to have to go through that, man? All we got to do is listen to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and live a long life, man. You know? So if he say, hey, no kindling fires on the Sabbath, that is what it is. If he say no buying or selling on this one day, chill out. You know? Simple and plain.
Exodus chapter 35 verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations.
You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations. So I went into this, right? If you kindle a fire before the Sabbath and you leave it on, that's fine. You just cannot start the fire while the Sabbath is already started. Neither can you use that fire to prepare a meal on the Sabbath. It's supposed to be being prepared before the Sabbath. Now you can warm it up during the Sabbath, but to actually sit up and just start cooking just because you kept the stove on, that's off. You know, it's to warm your food up. That's it. That's it. That's all. Right? Oh, and don't try and cheat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and use my microwave. You know what I'm saying? That's not kindling the fire. Well, it heats stuff up, so it's equivalent to kindling the fire. Okay? If you want to be able to warm stuff up, I suggest you just go ahead, leave your oven on before the Sabbath. Go ahead and get that.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath,
You turn away your foot from the Sabbath, right? If you break the Sabbath, if you defile the Sabbath, read.
from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call my Sabbath a delight, and the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure.
Right. So on the Sabbath, don't turn away from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn your foot away from the law, statutes, and commandments. You know? Try to meditate on the scriptures during the Sabbath. Try to do something productive. You know what I'm saying? Keep you know what I'm saying, that relationship with you and the Most High going. You know? Everything else you could have done that, you know what I'm saying, in those 6 days where you can do whatever the hell you want. On the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, that's your day of rest. That's supposed to be your day of rest from, you know what I'm saying, the ills of the world, you know. So, you know what I'm saying, try to meditate on the law, you know, try to stay in the scriptures, you know. Or, I mean, I know certain brothers that just say, hey, man, I'm just going to stay in the crib and go to sleep. Hey, so be it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? As long as you're not breaking the Sabbath, hey, I ain't going to tell you, know what I'm saying, not to go on here. I ain't going to encourage you not to do whatever that you're doing, man. But if you are going to break the Sabbath, you know, I'm going to have to get on it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like I said, we're living in a time of grace, but look, I'm not the Most High, and I'm not Moses. See, Moses was proud enough to say, hey, Most High, I'm pleading with you, don't kill these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Look here. I'm not Moses, and I'm not a Levite, so I know I could never be Moses anyway. And I don't have that relationship, so guess what? If the Most High want to kill your ass, I'm going to say all praises. You know? You want to break the Sabbath, you wanted to not follow the instructions, that's on you. You know? Drop that. Leviticus 18:1. Through 3.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 1. Speak, and Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to the children of Israel, you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, read.
And say unto them, I am Yahweh.
I am Yahweh, read.
After the doings of the land of Egypt.
After the doings of the land of Egypt, right? Them stinking ass Hamites that we would, know what I'm saying, that we would trodden under their foot, hardcore bondage, right? Read.
Wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Shall ye not do what?
And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do.
Stop that. Well, you stop right there. I just wanted to get the Egyptian part out. Now, I'm bringing this out for a reason. We stay in America, Babylon the Great. The white man loves the Egyptians, right? The Egyptians were sun worshipers, okay? The Gregorian calendar, the Julian calendar, it's solar based. It's not lunar based. So if you are out here running around with a homosexual's version of a calendar, you're following out the ways of your oppressor. You're following out the ways of the Egyptian. You out here sun worshiping, you following the damn sun. Okay? Doesn't the Bible tell us to envy not thy oppressor? The Romans done had us oppressed. The Egyptians done had us oppressed. The Canaanites done had us oppressed. Every nation done had us oppressed, man. So yeah, if you continue to follow after those Gregorian and Julian calendars, you know you're sun worshiping. the Egyptians were sun worshipers. What did the Bible just say? Bring that out again about the ways of the Egyptians.
Leviticus 18:3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Shall ye not do. Plain and simple. So whatever the Egyptians were doing, you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be following no solar-based calendar, man. Your calendar is the moon. Month, mooneth. Look it up. I ain't lying to you. Study to show thyself approved. 1 Corinthians 14:13.
So 13:1 and 2.
Bring it up.
1 Corinthians 14:33. For God is not the author of confusion.
So God is not the author of confusion, right? Stop right there. And you need to go look these things up. Get on Google and go type in the calendar from the year 1582 and also type in the calendar from the year 1752. What you're gonna find out when you look at the dates, right? On the calendar from 1582, you have what they have labeled as the 4th. Right directly after it, it skips to the 15th. So it skipped the 5th, 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and so forth, and it just gets to 15. That's confusing as hell. You mean to tell me if you saw one of your calendars right now and it says, 1, and then right next to it, it skips to 10. That's confusing as hell, man. That's not of the Most High. But these are your Gregorian and Julian calendars. And a lot of the renditions or things that they've changed, like these things have been changed multiple times. Not just once, not just twice. Because before these calendars I just told you to look up were changed, you had something that that had been through modifications before this. But when it comes down to dealing with the Most High, He don't deal with none of that confusion, man. Okay? So if you just stick with the moon, which that's what He gave it for us for to be our calendar, you won't have to deal with none of that confusion. You can understand. All right? Jeremiah 16:6. Lock it.
Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh,
Right.
stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old paths.
Ask for the old paths, right? We're living in a modern day society. We do things a modernized way. We need to get away from that and seek what? Seek the what? Oh, seek the what path?
And ask for the old paths.
Ask for the old paths. We need to search the scriptures and see what the hell were our ancestors. Who was the Most High dealing with? How were they moving? What were their procedures? How was they determining the Sabbath? Why was the Most High dealing with them? And we need to take those, lessons, and we need to pattern ourselves after the manner of the Lord. The apostles of old, the prophets of old. Which is why we're out here right now. coming back to these law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Give me Proverbs 3:30.
Matter of fact, no, I think I probably got it. What am I saying?
Jeremiah 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh,
Thus saith the Most High, read.
cursed be the man that trusteth in man,
Cursed be the man that trusteth in post Gregory
and maketh flesh his arm.
and maketh flesh his arm, right? We're supposed to be spiritual, children of the spirit, not children of the flesh. The other nations are the children of the flesh. Why in the hell am I going to not listen to the Most High and listen to the people that know what I'm saying that have oppressed us? Trusting in man. Wicked man at that. Damn Pope Gregory, damn his calendar, damn Julian, damn his calendar as well. Damn any calendar that's telling you to deal with a solar base, a solar-based calendar. The Most High did not set that up. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible is lunar. The Bible follows a lunar month, man. Okay? The month is lunar. The year is solar. No getting around it. You got to use what the Most High gave us for the purpose that he gave it to us. Okay? That's simple and plain.
Judges chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers. Who are the they? The Israelites. The noise of archers. What's that? Those that can be applied or applicable to those missiles. You know what I'm saying? Those ICBM missiles hitting America, man. We want to be saved out of that, man. And how are we going to get saved out of that? Keep reading.
In the places of drawing water.
The places of drawing water. Slavery. Captivity. Read.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh.
Here shall we rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, man. Not when we get back to the land. Because once we get back to the land, it's going to be just put in us, you know what I'm saying, for us to do the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Right now, while you're in captivity, this is the place where we drawing water, man. This is the place where we are our enemy's servants, man. And this is the place where you need to be rehearsing the righteous acts. If you're following unbiblical Sabbath, you're not rehearsing the righteous acts, man. And that's just straight up and down, man. I'm just gonna come to you straight. You know? Go ahead. Figure it out again.
Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water.
Places of your captivity, read.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel.
That's right. And that's how we're going to be saved out of this thing, man, when the missiles hit, man. You know what I'm saying? When SHIT hits the fan, man. You know? So with that, we're going to give Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's all praises to the Most High God, the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And with that, we're going to say Shalom, death to America, and stop following Pope Gregory, man. That solar Sabbath is off according to the Bible. Okay? When you know better, you'll do better. Y'all need to stop being lazy, start researching these things, and stop putting your trust in man. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.